funny. People love asking that question.
Oh,
How
really?
do you guys get into it or anything like that? And to be 100% transparent, our wives, when they get to see this, if they hear that, they would testify. We've never really had an argument, right? Do we have moments of correction with each other? Yes, inside of, hey, no, we need to relook at it this way. Do we have challenges to each other's thought? Absolutely, because every great relationship has that. But inside of that, we've been able to maintain a submission
Yeah.
to God above ourselves, but an honor of each other and knowing, hey, what you bring to the table is what you bring to the table. We're not going to do this by ourselves. We're going to do this as a unit. And I'm going to pour into your fire. You're going to pour into mine. We're going to reciprocate each other. But there's not been too many moments of tension, but sometimes just, oh, man, we're kind of
I
confused
think
about
it was
this.
just directions. Like, I
Right.
think there was times where I may have had an idea of what I wanted us to do. And then Lou was like, no, man, this is really, and I'm like, okay. And it's really just listening to each other. And it's not, and it was never out of hate. Like, I know that there was times that I did the same with Lou. Like, Lou was like, hey, boom, 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 boom. Cause Lou is an idea guy. Like, so am I, but Lou is very, as
Both
you
of you are, yeah.
when he speaks, he can get really into, and he wants to do a million things at one time. And I'm cool with that, but I'm like, hey, sometimes I got to break it down smaller, right? I'm like, this is for me, this is the best way, or this is too much for me to be able to control. So we get into those conversations never out of hate. It's always out of like love for each other. And then we make an agreement at the end of it. It's never, I mean, I have to say it's, I don't know what, I don't feel like it will ever be anything besides that. I don't know why we would have any other disagreement, because we keep to that. We keep to, we're always going to do what's right. And we're always going to do what's best for both of us. And if it's not right for him, I'm just going to, he knows it. If he was like, dude, I'm out. I'm like, I'm out too then.